Okay, here is a pretty simple way to use Google Slides as a simple photo editor. So if you are really into photo editing, this does not have all the features you would have in a high-powered editor, but it can get the job done. So in this case, I'm going to search for a background picture. So I'm going to search Gettysburg Address, and then there's no specific pictures of that. Other than this, I suppose I could use. I'm going to use a straight-on picture, something like this. I don't know if this is something that will work for your assignment, but I'm simply going to copy that, and then I'm going to paste that right into Google Slides. I probably could get a picture with slightly better resolution and such, and if you want to take the time to do that, by all means, this is going to be good enough, I think, for my purposes here. So I'm going to shrink that so that it fits within the slide. Good. Okay, so I've got that. I'm going to leave that the way it is. Next, I'm going to find a picture of myself that I can crop and then shrink to put over top of Abe Lincoln's head. So again, this is a rather simple photo editor. This is not meant to be something super complex. So I'm going to go and find a picture of my own, and I'm going to put it into this image, onto this slide rather. So as you can see, here's a personal picture that I found that sort of just has the front of my face, and I can use the crop image right here to narrow this down and isolate. So I can, now unfortunately this is not a real complex cropping tool, so those of you who have used Photoshop will know that that would be a better option. So there are those type of options for your Chromebook. This is not one of them. This is, like I said, pretty rudimentary, but depending on how you want to use it, it could get the job done. Now I'm careful to pull in the corners here so I don't mess with the proportions. Okay. So that's okay. I can still see my wife's face a little bit right here. It might get the job done for this assignment. You'd have to check with your teacher for sure. But then the way I would convert this into an image file is I'm going to go to File, to Download As, and that will change it from a Google Slides presentation into either a PNG or a JPEG. Here I'm going to choose PNG. I'll get the download right here, and then this is the file you would post on Google Classroom. So if I went to Classroom and let's say I was going to post this to my media literacy page, I think your posting options look a little bit different. I could post and I would attach this as a file, and then this would show up probably in my downloads, I think, or I might just be able to pull it in. Actually, I'd just be able to pull it in right here. So I'll pull that in. I upload, and once it uploads, for some reason it lost connection to the server. Once it uploads, it should display pretty easily right on your Google Classroom page. So even though for whatever reason the insert files didn't work here, you should be able to post that right to the Google Classroom feed.